This is it, boys. This is war. The president is on the line. His 99 red balloons go by. This is it. This is the issue. This is the moment. Forget everything. Israel, Gaza, Ukraine, Elon, anything. Now's the time for Elon to come back, to reacquaint, and for all of us to pledge forever our fealty, our commitment to the notion of law and order. This is it. There is nothing like this. Nothing even remotely as perfect as this. I can't tell you. I am an opportunist. I know there is a God. God is saying, Mr. President, this one's on the House. I'm giving you a no-brainer. Stop everything you're doing. Everything you're even doing. No more, just leave any UFC or any of this stuff. I'm going crazy. I just put out a brand new newsletter right this moment. Sign up for the newsletters. It's the best. I'm putting it all in line. This is it. We are battle stations, patriots. This is it. This isn't Burn Baby Burn from the magnificent Montague of the 60s, who, by the way, coined that phrase. This is something different. This is it. I can't say it enough. If you are a political opportunist, if you are somebody who understands strategy, you have to understand what this is. This is glorious. Absolutely glorious. Why? Not the unrest, but what is happening. This is not the 60s. The 60s was about war. The 60s was about war. Imagine if the 60s had the Viet Cong and the NVA coming to our country here and destroying our cities. That's what it is. This is not protest. This is not unrest. This is not some spontaneous outpouring of frustration. This is war. What we are seeing on the streets of Los Angeles right now, Tony night, Mrs. L is watching all her friends and what's going on. They're oblivious to this. What's going on in the streets of LA and other American cities is not civil disobedience. It is not peaceful dissent. It is not that Don Lemon protesting. It is organized, weaponized chaos. It is domestic terrorism, urban warfare, shock troops. This is civil war. It is happening, okay? This is it. And it is being allowed to flourish because the people in charge are either too scared, as we say in the kitchen, too compromised, or too ideologically invested in the outcome to stop it, or these sick rat bastards think this is something that basically makes President Trump look bad. And anything that makes him look bad, Cory Booker, that son of a bitch, is blaming President Trump for rioting, for him. This is incredible. Mr. President, you better come down and come down hard. This is not some little operating without a permit, a kerfuffle in Washington. This is no J6. This is the insurrection we warned you about. Only it isn't coming from the right. It isn't a populist uprising fueled by forgotten Americans. It's not the kind of rebellion that gets talked about in, somber tones by the press and politicians. No. This one is media approved, media driven, media proxy organized, university endorsed, and corporate funded. And it's here. This is war. Make no mistake about it. What we're seeing now, burning buildings, mobs in black bloc, formations, attacks on law enforcement, ICE agents hunted in the streets. It's not accidental. It's coordinated. It is coordinated. It is tactical. It's strategic. And it's political. Because this is what happens when you blend ideology with immunity. This is what happens when you let these sick bastards think that they can do whatever they want, that they'll get away with it. This is what happens when we've been too nice for too long. This is what happens when we don't show them who's in charge, who's the boss. This is what happens when we don't show the full faith and credit and open up massive cans of whoop-ass, kick-ass, and the ability to immediately restore order. Whenever violence is framed as justice, when sedition is sold as progress, this is seditious conspiracy. Pay attention. This is the only issue that matters. Our good friend Big Dick says, Trump must have said he'll do away with Antifa while campaigning. 90 to 100 sounded like the campaign trail. Where's Trump's war face? Exactly. This is it. This is it. I'm doing Nina. I'm doing 99 Luftballoons. This is it. I don't even know. This is perfect. President Trump's decision to deploy the National Guard. Oh, no. We're going to see the Marines now. F posse comitatus. This is an attack. This is war. You want to see something? You want to see who's in charge? You want to see who's in charge? Let's see what Pedro does on the back of a motorbike with a flag. By the way, these people, some of them Mexicans, illegals, women, illegals attacking us in our country with Cory Booker and that Maxine Waters, the wig, countenancing this. President Trump's decision to deploy the National Guard to L.A. wasn't just necessary, it was overdue. The radical left has taken sanctuary policies and, in effect, weaponized them into open defiance of federal authority. What began as virtue signaling has now evolved into full-scale rebellion. Get my newsletter. Make sure, check your inbox. War seems to be all over the world. Great work keeping us focused. Lynn is an angel in training. Oh my God. No, she trains angels. She is one. She is an angel. And I thank you for that. That's very kind of you and very correct, by the way. Federal agents can no longer do their jobs without facing threats and harassment and politically protected mobs. But it goes deeper than that. It goes deeper than street clashes and Molotov cocktails. This is fifth generation warfare. This is hybrid war, asymmetric. A war waged not with tanks and planes, but with media narratives, demographic shifts, and legal manipulation and lawfare and foreign interference, with the acceptance and the countenance and the accomplice status of the radical left Democrats, Maxine Waters, Cory Booker, go down the list, Jerry Nadler. And make no mistake, groups like Antifa and BLM are not just angry Americans. They are ideological mercenaries in a blood global conflict. Did you hear what I said? And whether they know it or not, they are serving the interests of America's enemies. They are America's enemies. Did you get my newsletter? Make sure you sign up for it. I've got a link right here. What I do is I kind of resend it for those who are new or whatever. This is it. The Chinese Communist Party has long promoted a doctrine of unrestricted warfare using cyber attacks and psychological operations, psyops, economic pressure, civil disorder, all to weaken and ultimately collapse and target our nation and collapse other nations that they've targeted. Does this sound familiar to you? It should, because the United States is being hollowed out from within. And these riots are just one front. Who? Dropping off who? The rioters are being dropped off in trucks. This is organized. And the media are covering it. Fox is, not the left. This is war. How do you, I don't want to sound like one of these blood and guts guys. But what do you think is going to stop this? What do you think is going to make them run home? What do you think? Tell me. What do you think is going to make these people say, let's get the hell out of here? Now, get back in the truck, get out. What do you think? Anybody? What do you think? What will it take for these people to say, listen to what I'm saying? We got to get the hell out of here. Let's go now. Ándale, right? What do we do? What will it take? You know exactly what it will take. And I'm sorry to say that, but this is war. This is war. And every time we let them get away with it, we give them the message that it's okay, that we countenance, that we approve it. We are witnessing an insurgency. That word matters because it means this is no longer about policy differences or political protests or whatever. It means we are facing an internal enemy that is actively trying to dismantle our country by any means necessary, and it's working. And there is no greater tool, there is no greater means of explaining this to the American people than this. Nothing, but nothing is clearer than this. Nothing. This is your campaign. This is the midterms. Listen to what I'm saying. This is it, Mr. President. Now's a chance to go ape shit, full tilt boogie. Lori Cuck says, fry their phones. Well, this is where Elon, Peter Thiel, all these guys with their Palantirs say, okay, let's do it. Who are these people? Where are they? Fund them. And you lock that bastard Soros up. Get him. Get him and everybody else who aiding, abetting, counseling, procuring, hiring. This is the principal statute. This is the most important. And until that son of a bitch is in the dock and cracking rocks upstate, we're wasting our time. We're wasting our time. This is it, Mr. President. This is it. You want to be a tough guy? You want to be a tough guy, Mr. President? It's not going to, hanging out with the boys at UFC or whatever this weird thing is. That's not it. It's gladiator stuff. You want to be tough? You want to see where the battle is? You want to see where the octagon is? That's where it is. Wait till all of a sudden they see drones. It's like, holy shit. Wait till these things light up. Send a couple of those drones that you flew over New Jersey, and you know it. We know it. Let them know. Let them go. 1,000 of them. Show them. And have you seen these drones? See, you're thinking of little drones that you see where they take pictures kind of. Those are the drones I'm talking about. Have you seen the big ones? They look like a Buick. They fly over, scare the hell out of you. Turn on their lamps, their lamps. Oh my God, it looks like Star Wars. Scare them psychologically. Hit them with stuff. Jam their phones. Take everything in their phones and suck up the data. Pick up the phone. Tell Tim Cook, remember that deal we made for me to let you operate this monopoly? Now I'm calling in a service. I want to know who these people are. I've got surveillance on all these people. Geotag them. Let them know. Hit them. Hit them hard. Show them. Have them say, Jesus Christ. Bank accounts shut down. All of a sudden, their cars don't work. Their credit cards don't work. They don't exist. What is this? And Trump says, I don't know. Beats me. What is it? Facebook account, Twitter account. If Elon Musk allows Antifa to basically coordinate rioting and warfare on his platform, that's it. We're not talking about somebody arguing about ivermectin right now. So the question becomes, how long do we pretend this is normal? How long do we put up with this bullshit? Quousque tandem abutere Catalina patientia nostra. How much longer will this try our patience? The Catalinic oration. How long do we let our cities burn? How long do we let it burn before we call it what it was? How many? This is war. How many ages have to be injured? How many? What will it take? These people, they're not afraid of us. They're laughing at our expense. Drones as big as my truck. Absolutely. Absolutely, Big Dick. You're right about that. How many courthouses have to be defaced? You see that? How many businesses looted? Police attacked? Flags burnt? How many? Before someone in power has the guts and the balls to say what everybody else knows. That's enough. This is it, boys. Call in the big boys. Do it now. Show them. All of a sudden, have these people that you've been training and they don't know about, and have them come out of nowhere, dressed in military gear and carrying weapons and things they've never seen before. You've never seen this. Who are these people? Are they the military? Are they the National Guard? Are they CIA? What are they? Well, what are they? I don't know. Come on, you got to tell us. We have posse comitatus. Yeah. Are they the police? Sure. Yeah, that's it. No, they're a special joint task force. What? They look military to me. Sue us. Go ahead. Only they tell Cory Booker, you want to stand? You want to stand for a couple of days? Go stand. Stand to figure this one out. Watch what we do. We're going to hit you with stuff you never even heard of before. And by the way, Mr. President, would Vladimir Putin put up with this bullshit? With Xi Jinping? That's why they're respected. That's why they're feared. Do people fear you? Do they fear you, sir, as some kind of a nut? Some crazy guy who changes his mind every 2 minutes? Somebody's got to consult with Bibi. Can I do this? Can I change? Is that okay with you? Hey, Adelson, is that okay with you? Is that all right with you? Is that all right? Is this okay? Is that it? Oh, no. We're not checking with anybody anymore. No. Do you think Bibi will put up with this? Yeah. No, we're the only ones who do. We just sit there and go, oh, this is terrible. Oh, this is such a thing. We get fires that are burned and started suspiciously. You already gutted LA, and you've got this absolute pussy, Gavin Newsom, who needs to be taught a lesson. Give him 2 raisins for eyes and make a man out of him. Let him have it. Show them. This is it. This is it. You can come across like, holy shit. Mr. President, I want to say something to you, sir. I love you. You know that. I've got your statue. I don't have just one statue. No bust of you. I got 2 as things fall. I got 2. I got stuff all over the place. I've got every bit. I have been an acolyte. I have caught more shit being one of your fans and being one of your acolytes than you can imagine. And I'm not going to leave now, sir. I'm not going to leave now. I'm not going to leave, sir. L.J. Jackson, ladies and gentlemen. You look familiar. Where did I know that thumb? Wouldn't know that thumbnail anywhere, missy. Thank you. Mr. President, you want tough? It's not Joe Rogan. It's not Dana White. It's not Mike Tyson. Those are rules. They have rules. You think UFC is tough? Watch this. Okay, I'm stopped. Break it up. There's no tapping out with this, sir. There isn't any submission hold. There's no submission. There's no submission in this. You don't understand. This is not a competition. There's no game here. There's no rules, no referee. It's nobody. You're the referee. You're it. You are it. And you tell somebody, it is hereby known, if you are on the street after 8 p.m., 9 p.m., whatever it is, we will presume that you do us harm. We presume that you are doing, we declare martial law, Marshall Tucker, Marshall Brooks, I don't care. If we see you, we're going to show you some techniques. Watch this. We've got stuff. We've got stuff that looks like gladiators. We've got nets. We've got shit. You never even wait until you see this. Please. This is what I would, Mr. President, please keep it up. You won't even know what hit you. You won't know what hit you. You're going to say, what is he doing? And everything that you own, everything with your name on it, every device, not only that. And this is what I want to tell you. And I'm going to say this again. I don't want to make too much out of this. UFC. Oh my God. Hey, I got a rear naked choke. I got something to choke you. I've got a death ray that'll fry your brains. That'll destroy your memory. I've got stuff that'll make you puke all of a sudden, or make you feel like you've got a fever, or put you into a convulsion. I've got stuff I'm going to spray, zap, blast, rear naked choke. What? You got to be kidding me. Oh, I'm a tough guy. Tough. Watch this. They should be coming. Oh, here we go. Is this the 82nd Airborne? Not technically. Why don't they have insignias? I don't know. And they say, hey, who are you? All of a sudden, no name. Yolanda Torres. Yoli, time to deploy the rednecks. Yes. Time to deploy the rednecks. Let them see things. Let them see. Yoli, listen to me. Have them say, who are these people? Identify yourself. Identify yourself. Antifa doesn't identify itself. But when you see these trucks and you see what's going on, you'll see what's going on. Come on, do it. Anybody ready for round 2? And show them all behind concertina wire and fences in some little FEMA re-education camp. Oh, yeah. You thought FEMA camps were a joke? You laughed at that. Remember that? Oh, we got them. Hell, we got one on the West Side Highway. We've always said that. Oh, yeah. Don't worry. They're fine. Where are these people? Who? The people you arrested. I don't. They were undocumented, right? I don't know. You never documented them. I can't tell where they went. I don't know where they went. Who? Those people. I don't know where those people are. What are you talking about? Unleash the modern Patton. That's right, Damien. No, we got a better one. You let me do it. You let some sick F. I don't want to say the F word, but you know what I mean. That's what I want to do. I want to bring some. I want to have this. I just want them to go crazy. Just same way they took our great patriots on January 6th. And Marjorie Taylor Greene says, where are they? Who are they? Where's Pedrito and Hortensia and Rigoberto? And you don't believe that bullshit, do you? See, that's not the guy that I want. I want the guy in the motorcycle helmet. I want the guy in the skinny jeans with the pink hair. That's the guy I want. See, that's the Soros. That's Antifa. I'm going to bring Andy No in there, and I'm going to deputize him. He's going to be in charge of this. And I'm going to tell, one more time, Kash Patel, if I see your ass, your bug-eyed ass on some TV show or some platform, you're out of here. You are Elvis. You're history. You got that too, Danny boy? Both of yous. You act like children. When I saw Kash Patel walking around with an FBI badge. He's the director. Did J. Edgar Hoover have a badge? He's J. Edgar Hoover. I don't need a badge. What? They're such assholes. They're like babies. I don't understand this. We need men. Real men. Kind of like old codgers, like me, who aren't trying to impress anybody. I don't care whether you think I'm jacked. What the hell is it? What are we talking about? What are we talking about? Let me in my brain. I'm going to bring organized crime experts. I'm going to bring interrogators. I'm going to bring some of the nastiest people you've ever met who are scary. Not somebody walking around with a bunch of tattoos like, oh, look at me, I'm a tough guy. What is this? Wars need to be won, not negotiated, not tolerated, not understood, won. And you know how you win a war, don't you? Huh? The left, aided by their little media, their little trolls, yeah, they love to compare this moment to the civil rights era. My ass. But this isn't Selma, my friends. This isn't Selma. Johnny Maz the spaz. Johnny Maz says force is employed with the college protesters. Well, they use that's one thing. That's another story. College protesters. You want to see that? Okay. Listen to me. This isn't Selma. This isn't Montgomery. This isn't the Edmund Pettus Bridge. Okay? This is a whole nother story. Cappy says, the first time I heard you was on Mark Simone show in 2017. Now you're king of late night on WABC at 1 a.m. I can't wait for tonight's show. Oh, yeah, baby. I'm going to be going nuts. Thank you, Cappy. I'm going to be going ape. This is, let me tell you something. Cappy, there's no moral high ground here when you're firebombing a police cruiser. Remember those two? Remember those two who threw in a Molotov cocktail into a police car? Doxing federal officers' families online? Oh, no. Bring in Palantir. Bring in the boys. Show them who's boss. Let them have it. Let them have it. You want to mess with me? Good. There's no rear naked choke here. None of that stuff, okay? Sorry. You got that? This isn't that Severn and Don Fry. I don't understand. This is, let me tell you something. The people that I want to employ are sick. They're sick. And we look just like we're ordinary people. We kind of fit in, but we're sick. We've been around. We've forgotten more stuff. There's something about us. We're dangerous. See, maybe I've just seen some stuff. You want to walk around with your tattoos? Go ahead. Knock yourself out. Do the rear naked choke. Choke yourself. Choke the chicken. Choke yourself. I don't care. Choke. I'm going to have a mist that is over. It'll choke you all right. You won't know. You'll be a little shingad for a couple of days. Oh, yeah. We're going to bio-tag you. You're not going to know what hit you. You're going to say, wait a minute, did you put something in me? I don't know. Did you put a biomarker in me? I don't know. You know where we learned that trick from? Guess. ETs. Want to get one of these things? All of a sudden, right? And this is called the perlicue. A little thing. Oh, we've done some great reverse engineering. Think that's crazy, don't you? There's my new best friend. Sally says, I love how you know who, Don Fry and Dan Severn. I love you know. Oh, who? They personify true masculinity. Oh, well, not really. They beat people up. That's not masculinity. Beating somebody up? I mean, that's okay. That's not what a man is. What a man is somebody who fights for something other than... There's rules. Let me explain something to you. Sal, I love you, man. And I love those two guys. And when it comes to those battles, they're really good. But you know, Like Joe Rogan says, boxing is great because there's rules. Well, you've got this rule. I'm done. And boxing, you can't say, unless you just quit. But nobody quits. You get knocked out. Boxing is supposed to be this, stupid thing. I'm going to choke out. Keep choking him. What is this? You're going to go to somebody, you're going to deal with somebody in the battlefield, some ISIS warrior. You go, stupid. Hey, Mahmoud, that's enough. That hurts. Hey, where's the ref? No fair. Oh, we're not done with this. There's no tapping out. Not in my system. I'm going to show you power. Raw, unchecked, radical power. I'm not done with this. We're not going to announce what's going on. And it's just not Los Angeles. We're seeing the same tactics surface in New York, Portland, Chicago, even smaller cities. Flash mobs of these masked goons, these agitators, professional grade propaganda, agent provocateur. Who, what? They're holding back tear gas. Tear gas? Tear gas is, that's so old. Give me something that's got, not some CS gas. I want stuff that doesn't even, you can't even see. It's a mist. It's a mist. And it affects your memory. They're throwing tear gas at the cops? You watching this? CNN's not going to cover this. I'm tired of these people. Yolanda Torres, by the way, remember Yolanda Vega? Yoli says, men fight for everyone's rights. Boys fight for theirs. True, could be. But Yoli, you don't understand something. In my army, we've got women. And Severin and Fry may be able to go up and, hit you with a rear naked choke. But women, no. If you think that women do not possess this too, they're sick. They're sick, okay? Because they were given the instinct of protecting children. Men don't have that. Men, you got to piss them off. Women just threaten them or someone they love. It's a different story. Men, you got to piss them off. You got to do something. Hey, you! Women are always on the alert. I say this with all due respect. No, we got to complete. No. There was a guy in this country, and I don't mean to celebrate this. His name was Carlo Gambino. And this guy looked like your granddad. Sweet little old man. Unpretentious. Probably the most serious gangster of all time. And the creme de la creme was Lucky Luciano. And not only that, worked with the government. No. None of those people. I don't think Lucky Luciano pulled a gun. I think Carlo Gambino pulled a gun on anybody. I don't think they was fired. No. I'm not going to do that. Mr. President, this is your time. We got to get rid of these friendly DAs who refuse to prosecute. We got to make sure we primary them and tell Elon, primary their ass. Let's do a double Soros. Soros, you think you got money? By the way, your money came from USA. You're going to find out that George Soros didn't have half of the money you thought he had. There's a revolving door of NGOs and nonprofits that fund, train, and shield these so-called activists from accountability. And it is absolute bullshit. Caca del toro. Johnny Maz is bad says, what Trump was put through in his first term, I'm surprised he hasn't said payback time. I am too. Like when he said, Hillary, I'll let Hillary go. I'd have Hillary. She would have been absolutely incredible. Mass migrant shelter whistleblower. Is it Massachusetts migrant shelter or mass? Veto says, waving a foreign flag as you move and attack police of the country you are moving into used to be an act of war. Real insurrection is ignored by those condemning people taking selfies in the Capitol. Absolutely. We have to remind these folks what we're talking about here. Let me tell you, let's talk about the role of the media in this, shall we? Pilgrim Media weighs in. There he goes. He knows what's going on. My governor fired one here on the 13th. That's right. Andrew, what's his name? Warren or whatever. Oh, yeah. That's the best thing that DeSantis did. Best thing. And we're from the fighting 13th. Let's talk about the role of the media in all this, okay? Legacy outlets have not just failed to report the truth, they become accessories to the crime. That's right. Misprision, accessories after the fact. They frame riots as rallies. And they pretend to portray vandals as victims. And they repeat talking points while parroting, the insurrectionists, ignoring footage, facts, federal reports. Their job used to be to inform. Now it's to confuse, distract, and obfuscate, and redirect attention and divide. Oh, we're done with that. See where they got Terry Moran? They kicked his ass out for a while because he made some snide remark about Stephen Miller. Stephen Miller's a killer. Stephen may look like Donald Pleasance, but he's as serious as a heart attack. I think he is more dangerous than any of the little boys who walk around with their badges and hanging around Joe Rogan. That's what I think. You got to act like a man, not a little boy. All right? We don't need little boys. We need somebody who's really sick and serious. We need a Colonel McGregor. Hope you saw we got to get a Scott Ritter in here. Somebody who's been in combat. Somebody who knows how to do this stuff. We got to get some real patriots, combat veterans, who'll be willing to come back and say, I learned a lot. You trained me well. That's right. Can you do a rear naked joke? No, I got a K-bar. I take out somebody's throat. I don't do a rear naked. What is this? Our good friend Make the Dream, Big Dick from Chi-Town says, yes, Massachusetts also Atwood show Ninth Circle the Pope. What does this mean? Yes, Massachusetts also Atwood show Ninth Circle the Pope. Man, I dig you. You got me there on that one, my friend. You got me there on that. But thank you. What is this code? Last time I saw that, I read that in a crop circle. What is that? What the hell's going on with that one? But you're my friend, and I appreciate it. And if that's what you want to say, then by gum, you say whatever you want. It's okay as far as I'm concerned. Now, this gets even better, my friend. As we speak, as the chaos spreads, President Trump is doing what no other president since Eisenhower has had the guts, the spine, and the balls to do. He's fighting back. He's using the tools of the Constitution to preserve the republic, and he's invoking the authority not for vanity or vengeance, but for survival. Check out your boy, the Sean Atwood show. I certainly will. I was talking to him the other day, as a matter of fact. I was talking to him today, and I will do that. He's doing some great stuff with Keir Starmer, which is another story. Now, Dick, of course, the usual suspects are crying dictatorship and all this bullshit like that Chidrulo, Cory Booker. Oh, come on. Cory, how's your boo doing? What was his boo's name? Who was that? Dawson or Rosario Dawson. Remember that? He had a girlfriend? Uh-huh. Yeah. Trump flew to Camp David to meet with the military. That's good. Remember Cory Booker with his girlfriend? Uh-huh. Remember that? His boo? This is my boo? Yeah, boo. Short for bullshit, what it was. You got to be kidding me. Same way that George Clooney, they're going to give him his award for that stupid show. They're going to pay him back. Remember for what he did. Remember that? With his wife, Amal, who lives in fear of autocorrect. When you're AMAL, Cash is a perfect anti-accelerationist, you think? Yeah. I mean, bless his heart. The guy talking about the cult. Okay. Thank you, Dream. You're good. We'll check that one out later. Sal Angelo, Cory Booker, Jadrul. Oh, yeah, Chidrulo. Mrs. L and I are watching old Sopranos for a reason I don't know. Waters belongs in the Laughing Academy. You're right about that. You were right about that, my friend. They're storming the federal building in LA. Mr. President. Oh, yeah, they wouldn't let her. Did you see that? The wig shows up. She had that tight-ass wig on her head. That, I'm sorry. I don't want to talk about. I don't want, seriously. I really don't like to look at people's faces, but that is the nastiest looking thing I've ever seen. It looks like her death mask melted, like it's wax. It melted under the heat. She's hideous, with a hideous soul and a hideous personality, and that stupid 2-bit dime store wig. Come on, man. There's Jenna. Jenna Biggie. She's a member. Bless your heart, Jenna. Thank you. Thank you so much, Jenna. You're okay in my book, as far as I'm concerned. Oh, this is just, Mr. President, now is your time. You know, the same people who were silent on January 6th, remember these bastards? Remember the January 6th defendants who were thrown in solitary when the DOJ was weaponized? Remember that? Against parents at school board meetings? Remember that with that Merrick Garland, that twit? Remember that? Against Catholic parents? And when Trump supporters were labeled as terrorists for daring to question an election? So forgive me if we don't take their outrage seriously. Okay, you know what? F you and the horse you rode in on. F you and rotate. I mean, F, double F, you and the whole crew. It's over. We're done. It's finished. And there's no rear naked choke. There's no tap out here. V1954, thank you, my friend. A lot of new people. I'm glad to see this. Check out I just sent the newsletter. You should be getting that. Oh, I am so, this is it. I'm going to say, Mr. President, you stop. You have hired me as your campaign person. I'm going to be a cross between Roger Stone, or Oliver Stone, Donald Segretti, Lee Atwater, and you're going to own this. And all you're going to do is you're going to go from town to town. We're going to bring in the Amish. Don't forget the Amish. Don't forget those black barbers in the Bronx and ask them, you think this is okay? What do you think I should do? Should I be nice to them? Should I be nice to them? Huh? You think I should be polite? Should I hear them out? This isn't political. Make the dream. Big Dick says, Sean keeps having a guy on exposing the Pope's connection to the cult. Well, I tell you what, we're going to sure watch him. Sean Atwood is a good man. I'm going to bring him on my ABC show. Okay. By the way, that's tonight at 1 a.m., 1 to 5. I don't know if I can even sleep. I'm so revved up about this. You have no idea. I'm serious. I can't. This is it. Mr. President, you will win forever. Republicans, put your line in the sand. This is who we are. This is it. Everything else is bullshit. I don't care what you want to talk about. What do you want to? What is it? What? Climate change? Climate change. I don't care about that. You pick up the phone. Elon, you want to come back? Yeah, good. You know what to do. And I don't want to know about it. You call that Teal up and throw that Palantir action. All of a sudden, their fobs don't work for their cars. I'm going to F with you like you can't believe. This isn't about party. It's about the country. We're America, goddammit. And this is war. Let's bring it to them. If we allow this moment to pass without a firm and overwhelming response, a deadly response, not deadly. Listen, I don't want anybody hurt, but I would give my men a warning. If you see somebody out there who's going to hurl some type of chemical a bomb or accelerant or something, drop them. Pilgrim says, let's get an NCIC warrant with Interpol for Newsom. Better yet. You don't want to hear what I have to say. Better yet. Plausible deniability. I want to do something only Trump could do this. If we don't do something now, listen to me. If we don't do something now, we will lose the United States. Okay? Not overnight, not in some blaze of glory, but slowly and painfully and deliberately. Okay? Through 1,000 cuts. Through every unprosecuted riot. Through every ignored attack on law enforcement. through every activist DA who drops charges. That's how we get hurt every time. Make the Dream says, turn and burn, Uncle Lenny. Oh, I like that. Turn and burn. I figured out the super chat. Censorship. It won't let me do less than $10. Okay. Well, thank you, sir. I appreciate it. You're a good man. Miss Stacy Sullivan says, as a New Yorker, are people still mostly blue? I live by Rutgers, and they are building like crazy. We need a bigger wave still. Well, you know, you've got something in New Jersey. You've got a governor's race coming up. You better pay attention in New York, and in New Jersey. And I'll tell you the guy that I think is Mrs. L, Bill Spadea. That's the guy. Hardest working son of a gun in New Jersey, bar none. Bar none. We got to vote. We got to vote and we got to win. Cappy says, what I love about you is that you question authority and you encourage your audience to do the same thing. Absolutely. But not only that, you better pick up the phone, like I told you before. It's Senate.gov and House.gov, right, honey? You go when you find out, and you have, like on my little, I found out that kids today don't like email. They don't like emails. This is why you're losers. This is why the world is passing you by, because you don't like emails. What you need to do is you need to have an email. And you have a very simple thing. Here we go. Damien says military tribunals for violation of oaths. Oh, yeah. Better yet, read Rel Quirin, Quirin, regarding military combatants. Read that. That'll show you how to do this. What they did to Jose Padilla. But anyway, thank you, sir. And thank you for your service. You have an email. And you have, for example, I have Chuck Schumer, who's worthless, and Kristen Gillibrand, who's even beyond worthless. I have those two names, and then maybe Jerry Nadler. That's our congressperson. Can you believe this? And I write them. And I have this form. First response. What are you going to do to support President Trump, whatever the title is? You send it. This is my name. This is my address. You send it. I don't know about you, but I can send things again. I have the second one. It's going to go out tomorrow at the same time. Second response. What are you going to do? Next day. Third response. Third response in the subject line. What are you going to do? You're not answering me. What are you going to do? And then you go and you form an X channel, whatever it is, on Twitter, and you say, I'm calling my guy, and you copy him. You put that dot and then the name, at Jerry Nadler. Why aren't you listening to me? Why would you try going to Washington and talk to them as a constituent? Those bastards have nothing to do with you. Oh, this is war. This is war this is multidirectional. I'm telling you, through every time a politician who calls arson a form of free speech, a part of my soul dies. Pilgrim says 300 yards of reticle. Enough said. Okay. Wait a minute. Stop right now. Hold it. What do you mean your next level? What are you talking about? Well, what's your next? Oh, we can do this. Mrs. L needs your help. I'm going to do it right now. Hang on a minute. Mrs. L needs your help. And I'm going to do this right this moment. Hang on a minute. Hang on. There we go. This is Mrs. L's channel. We need your subscriptions. Have you seen her on with Nancy Grace? Oh my God. That is just downright greasy. Which is, of course, as you know, that's Aretha Franklin's favorite. Here is her email. Everybody stop. I give you permission. And go and sign up at Lynn's Warriors on YouTube. That's the channel right there. You got it? You got what I'm saying? Understand what I'm saying? I am so excited by virtue of what this represents. The president has been the big, beautiful bill. Who gives a shit about it? Nobody knows what that is. I know, it's full of pork. Yeah. We always hear that. I want him to go on every single night. I want him to have a camera on his desk. Tell Margot Martin to do this. By the way, she's damn good, photographer. Tell Scavino, get off your ass, film him. Have the president, as he's sitting in a car, saying, the republic cannot survive if law means nothing. And in too many cities, it already means nothing. I'm Donald Trump, and I'm your president, and I'm in charge. So what do? Good question. Ladies and gentlemen, we restore order. We defend agents. We prosecute sedition. We shut down the networks funding this chaos. We deport illegal rioters immediately. We expose foreign interference. And you get that son of a bitch, that Kilmar, and you say, you wanted to come back? Okay. Double barrel. Break it off in you. We're going to charge you with stuff. You're going to wish, why did you bring me back? I was out of the country. You brought me back? Oh, no. We'll give him due process. This stupid son of a bitch already left. Now he wants to come back? Okay, we'll show you. And we have to stop pretending this is about reform. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm your president. This is not reform. It's about destruction. It's about collapsing the system so it can be rebuilt in the image of some globalist fantasy, some socialist delusion, some anarchist nightmare. We are the United States of America. We're not going to put up with this. It's about erasing the founding principles of our great nation and replacing them with something foreign, something broken, and something utterly hostile to the American way of life. How do you like that? Ladies and gentlemen, we've heard enough. We've heard enough about the so-called root causes, about trauma, about inequality and historical grievances. There are no excuses for this level of destruction. None whatsoever. What we need now, ladies and gentlemen, my fellow patriots, my fellow Americans, is clarity, courage, consequences through our conviction. And conviction is what we'll give you. You want due process? We're going to break it off into a due process. President Trump has drawn a line. And the question is, who's going to stand with him? Who will defend the republic? How many of you great citizens right now will join me in joining this great man? Not for some rear naked choke, not for some little arm bar, not to tap out. I'm hurt, that hurt. Oh, ouch. Who will cower behind hashtags and hollow platitudes while the country crumbles? Not us. I'm saying this again. This is war, and war demands a side. Choose one. Which side are you on? What are you going to do? Are you with us in this? Are you in for the fight? Johnny Maz the Spaz says, it's great when you talk with Anthony Cumia. It is. He's a great man and a dear friend and smart as a whip. And by the way, if he stopped hanging around these cretins, people would see his smartness. Sorry to say this to you. No offense. But some of these comedian friends of yours, they're idiots. They're morons. They couldn't carry your jock. I know you like him and everything, but come on. We're adults. We're men. We're men. You understand that? There he is. Give me a drone and an email address. Oh, Dick. You are beautiful. You know that? You're a sick bastard. And I love you for that. I love you. Oh, I am so revved up. Make sure, I'm telling you again, check your emails. Make sure you got the email. I just sent a bunch of them, like 10,000 of these things. And sign up. Sign up for the newsletter. I'm not going to sell your name or anything. It's free. Just take it. I want you to do it and send them to other people. Send them. And make sure tonight on WABC, 1 a.m. to 5 overnights. I'm a maniac. I got more energy than people. Did you ever see kids today? You ever see them? Oh, I've been tired. Really? Okay. That's okay. What are you doing? Well, I'm going to the gym. Really? Did you ever try doing this? Can you do this? Navy SEALs couldn't do this. To be up this long and speak somewhat cogently and coherently. Why? Because my country needs me. We have got an issue here that is so easy, so perfect. And I want you to join me. And I want to thank you. I want all of you great and glorious people. I want to thank you for this. It is so great to be a part of this. It is so great to be an American. And make the dream great. God bless you. Mrs. Stacy Sullivan, Laurie Cuck, L.J. Jackson, Yolanda Torres, Damian Keller. Thank you, sir. Johnny Maz, Cappy, Sal Angelo, my new best friend. Thank you so much. Pete Bustin Loose, Bustin a Nut, Johnny Maz, the Spaz, thank you. Vito, ladies and gentlemen. Pilgrim Media, I want to thank you. Zeroba, let me see what else is there. Sal, I got Sal. Jenna, new member. V1954, thank you. I got Pilgrim. I got Cappy, a wild man. Cappy, or a woman, I don't know. Damian Keller, thank you. And thank you for this. This is wonderful. So I'm gonna now try to calm down. I am so fired up. You have no earthly idea. I am so fired up. I can't sleep. This is it. I'm enraged. Mr. President, what can we do? Here's what I can do. Here's what we can do. We're going to let everybody know we're serious about this. I am so committed to you. Whatever you say, Mr. President, I'm in. Use me. I'll be your tool. I'm sick. I don't know the meaning of limitations. I may not be able to do a rear naked choke, but I'll do things that are psychologically horrifying. Why? Because of who I am, sir. Because of my brain and what I've seen and my unique skills, sir. You see, Mr. President, one of the things I've always liked to do, being a lawyer, is be able to explain things to people. Not just explain them, but admire, but get them pissed off. I want to inspire. I want to get you off of your arse. And I want you to say, God. And I want you to get done with this and pick up your X account. Follow me at Lionel Media. And did Mrs. L get her? Did we get our numbers yet? Hang on a minute. I'm going to get, remember, go to Lynn's Warriors. Lynn's Warriors. That's the thing. I want immediately for you to, there we go. Follow her. By the way, she does some stuff. This Nancy Grace stuff. Nancy Grace is a bulldog. I mean, just this Diddy stuff is fantastic. But this is bigger than that. All right, my friends. Thank you for being with us. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Susie Q. Thank you, Dougie, Gracie. Thank you, wonderful people. Remember, it's all about this man right here. This man. This great man. Where else is it? Look at this. This great man. I got my thing. Wait. I got my this is my favorite. I've got everything you can imagine this stuff. Look at this from Keep America Great. Trump 2020. The one they stole. Remember that one? What else do we have for? I got the signs. I got the Trump signs. I'm not going to read this. This is MAGA 2020. This thing makes a noise. You don't want to hear it. You don't want to hear it. Look at this right here. Oh, I can't pull this. This is an old one. This was the original one. 2016. Look at this. Huh? I would do more crap for that man. Demonetized, sub shadow banned, you name it. Look at. I even have a DEFCON Mania. We've got Rocket Rumble. Trump versus Rocket Man. You see that? I haven't got that. I'm a grown man doing this. Oh, look at this. Donald talking pen. I think I've shown my. I've got cookies, a Chia Pet, chocolate, playing cards, bottled water. I love that man. Okay? I love that man. Mr. President, call us. You know where to reach us. I've got the conspiratorium. They're behind me. I don't lead them. We lead each other. And we're here for you, Mr. President. We're not going anywhere. Say the word, Johannesburg. We are there. All right, dear friends. Thank you so much for being a part of this. Remember, tonight, WABC, 77 a.m. You can get the app, 7:70 a.m., or go to, I think it's WABCradio.com, and listen to it. Oh, I'm going to bust their chops. They're a great group. It's like a day room at Creedmoor. All right, dear friends, have a great and a glorious day. Make sure you subscribe to Lionel Nation. I've got another one coming up at 10:30. It's dropping. Another video. And send these to other people. Send them. You know how you always send me stuff like, oh, here's a doctor on seed oils. Send my stuff. We've got to invigorate the team. We've got to make sure we have to inspire and light a fire. All right, dear friends. God bless America. See you tomorrow. Don't forget, the monkey's dead. The show's over. Sue ya. Ta-ta.